white guy here.
Nigga died.
No, you was late. You was late. He always late. We watched WandaVision. We watched Doctor Strange 1, Spider-Man No Way Home.
I didn't see WandaVision.
You didn't see WandaVision?
Nah.
Oh, man. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. This movie was definitely Marvel's most ambitious film, and it really pushes Doctor Strange to his limits. First off, hats off to Sam Raimi for bringing this story to life. This was a dark-toned horror movie. I knew that going in, but I didn't expect much because, yeah, they kept saying, you know, this is a horror movie, this is the MCU's first horror movie, but at the end of the day, one, it's in the MCU. Two, the MCU is owned by Disney. So my thinking is, okay, even though they say this is going to be a horror movie, Disney is not going to give us something like... That's what I thought. But boy was I wrong, because Disney did give us stuff like that. This movie had actual jaw-dropping scenes and visuals. There were things I was really surprised that they got away with, considering it's a PG-13 Disney movie. But I liked it. I liked it a lot. The tone of this movie is something I want to see a lot more of in the MCU, because this was great. With so many comedic moments and stupid jokes within the MCU, this is the kind of movie, these are the kind of things I've been screaming for, I've been hungry for. We finally got them. It's like I was starting to think only DC has the dark tone. Marvel is just the silly, colorful stuff. But nope, they can pull it off when they really want to. And it started out with action. It never got boring. Seriously. It immediately hooks you in from the very start of the movie. And one thing that's pretty difficult to do with movies and stories period is introducing a new character who's already established but still have them be interesting to the audience. But this movie did that pretty well with America Chavez. A lesser known Marvel character made a big impact. And I liked her. I liked her a lot. She was essential to the story, and the plot surrounding her made for a very interesting cat and mouse movie. And I can't talk about America without bringing up Wanda Maximoff. I had such high hopes for Wanda. I would also like to see the Scarlet Witch redeem herself. WandaVision was such a good show, rooted in Wanda's pain. At the end of that series, we got to see her say goodbye to Westview and her family. She's back though in Multiverse of Madness, and this is her chance to redeem herself and not only fight for what's right, but fights for the things she loved. We're gonna see. That video didn't age too well. Although I liked her before in other things, this movie changed that. It is very difficult to like this woman in this movie. I honestly don't think I like her very much anymore. I'm talking about from the moment she threatened Doctor Strange to his face when they were in that apple orchard, that's when I was like, who the does she think she is? Threatening Doctor Strange to his face. The woman is selfish and delusional. You enslaved an entire town and created an artificial world with artificial children, and now you're sending demons after another innocent child so you can harness her power, which would kill her, and then you're gonna take that power that you stole from a victim and use it to break a multi-universal law. And you wonder why people don't like you. You wonder why people see you as the enemy. See, that's what I don't like about the Scarlet Witch. I have no issues with villains. Thanos, the Mandarin, Joker, Bane. Those are some of my favorite villains. I like villains. What I don't like is someone who cannot see themselves. And Wanda cannot see herself. She will do this, that, and the other. She enslaved an entire town. She kidnapped an entire town, holding people hostage, torturing them. And she wonders why people see her as the enemy. She broke the laws of the Sokovia Accords, and she wonders why she's considered a fugitive. It's like that's so irritating to me. How can you not see yourself? Yeah, Doctor Strange is gonna be seen as a hero. He breaks the rules to help people. She breaks the rules to help herself. I really don't like her. I don't like her attitude. That being said though, oh yeah, she kicked ass in this movie. She was great. The horror elements of this story were from her, and they rocked. She rocked at being a threat. And I like how this movie focused on the Scarlet Witch through the perception of others. This movie was very, even though it's a Doctor Strange movie, it felt like it was more driven towards her, perceived by other people, which made her appear more threatening. And it just proves that everything Agatha said in the end of WandaVision turned out to be true about her. She is a witch. But I think this movie really showcased Wanda and Strange beautifully. Their power levels, their chemistry, their dynamic, and I like how their stories parallel each other in broken fractions. Because their story is largely about their struggles to manage not being able to have the things that they want most. These two characters, Wanda and Steven, mirror each other, which makes the story better. He's fighting her, but he understands her pain. He can empathize with her, but he knows she has to be stopped. This was a very psychedelic and tripling experience. The movie soundtrack, I loved it. The CGI, this is a great Sam Raimi movie, a Marvel movie. The bad side is, however, because this is such a big movie with so many callbacks and references and other Marvel characters, this movie really requires the viewer to have a really in-depth encyclopedic knowledge of Marvel for them to enjoy it. Like my friend Spencer, he was confused a lot because he's not really into the comics and stuff like that. So although he enjoyed the movie, he was confused a lot. He didn't know who certain characters were, he didn't understand the motives and stuff like that. So this movie is best enjoyed by someone with the good knowledge of Marvel. That can be good and bad, which is why I think it's getting a lot of mixed reviews. I thought the Illuminati was cool. A little disappointing on the members though. I think the roster would have been cooler if they had characters like Black Panther and Tom Cruise's Superior Iron Man in it. If they had Killmonger, Black Panther, and Superior Iron Man in it instead of the women, that would have made the Illuminati 10 times better and a little bit more comic book accurate. What we got instead was just alright. It was alright enough. And I do like Monica Rambeau's Captain Marvel a lot more than Brie Larson, so that's cool. Guys, overall, this movie was great. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. It was dark, it was scary, and it was deep. There wasn't much humor, and I like that because this is a serious story about a mother who was hurting. It was entertaining and very fundamental in the MCU. Honestly, I want to see it again. Was it better than the first one though? Some cases yes, some cases no. The first Doctor Strange movie was fantastic. It was a great, simplistic origin story that I liked a lot. This new film is for Marvel fans who read comics and watch the other TV shows. If you didn't watch WandaVision, What If, or any other of the Marvel movies that Doctor Strange was in, this new movie, Multiverse of Madness, it loses its bite because this one pays off those other projects. And it's like, if you don't see those other projects and you just look at this by itself, it's like, yeah, it was good. The first Doctor Strange movie stood on its own without anything else, and it was good because it was good. And it was in a simpler time of the MCU. So because of that, I think that the first movie edges out a little bit more than the sequel. But those are just my opinions, guys. Let me know what you thought of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This was the most anticipated movie of the year so far. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it a lot, though. A lot better. Yes, I'm saying it. A lot better than Spider-Man No Way Home. I like this movie a lot better than Spider-Man No Way Home. I just did. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new here, please be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.